Hello and welcome back to A Course in Miracles workbook for students. We are on lesson 135. If I defend myself, I am attacked. Who would defend himself unless he thought he were attacked, that the attack were real and that his own defense could save himself? And herein lies the folly of defense. It gives illusions full reality and then attempts to handle them as real. It adds illusions to illusions, thus making correction doubly difficult. And it is this you do when you may attempt to plan the future, activate the past, or organize the present as you wish.
You operate from the belief you must protect yourself from what is happening because it must contain what threatens you. A sense of threat is an acknowledgement of an inherent weakness, a belief that there is danger which has power to call on you to make appropriate defense. The world is based on this insane belief, and all its structures, all its thoughts and doubts, its penalties and heavy armaments, its legal definitions and its codes, its ethics and its leaders and its gods, all serve but to preserve its sense of threat. For no one walks the world in armature, but must have terror striking at his heart.
Defense is frightening. It stems from fear, increasing fear as each defense is made. You think it offers safety, yet it speaks of fear made real and terror justified. Is it not strange you do not pause to ask, as you elaborate your plans and make your armor thicker and your locks more tight, what you defend and how and against what?
Let us consider first what you defend. It must be something that is very weak and easily assaulted. It must be something made easy prey, unable to protect itself and needing your defense. But what but the body has such frailty that constant care and watchful deep concern are needful to protect its little life? What but the body falters and must fail to serve the Son of God as worthy host?
Yet it is not the body that can fear, nor be a thing of fear. It has no needs but those which you assign to it. It needs no complicated structures of defense, no health-inducing medicine, no care and no concern at all. Defend its life or give its gift to make it beautiful or walls to make it safe. But you but say your home is open to the thief of time, corruptible and crumbling, so unsafe it must be guarded with your very life.
Is not this picture fearful? Can you be at peace with such a concept of your home? Yet what endowed the body with the right to serve you thus except your own belief? It is your mind which gave the body all the functions that you see in it, and set its value far beyond a little pile of dust and water. Who would make defense of something that he recognized as this?
The body is in need of no defense. This cannot be too often emphasized. It will be strong and healthy if the mind does not abuse it by assigning to it roles it cannot fill, to purposes beyond its scope, and to exalt aims which it cannot accomplish. Such attempts, ridiculous yet deeply cherished, are all the sources for the many mad attacks you make upon it, for it seems to fail your hopes, your needs, your values, and your dreams.
The self that needs protection is not real. The body, valueless and hardly worth the least offense, need merely be perceived as quite apart from you, and it becomes a healthy, serviceable instrument through which the mind can operate until its usefulness is over. Who would want to keep it when its usefulness is done?
Defend the body, and you have attacked your mind, for you have seen in it the faults, the weaknesses, the limits, and the lacks from which you think the body must be saved. You will not see the mind as separate from bodily conditions, and you will impose upon the body all the pain that comes from the conception of the mind as limited and fragile, and apart from other minds and separate from its source.
These are the thoughts in need of healing, and the body will respond with health when they have been corrected and replaced with truth. This is the body's only real defense. Yet is this where you look for its defense? You offer its protection of a kind from which it gains no benefit at all, but merely adds to your distress of mind. You do not heal, but merely take away the hope of healing, for you fail to see where hope must lie if it be meaningful.
A healed mind does not plan. It carries out the plans that it receives through listening to wisdom that is not its own. It waits until it has been taught what should be done and then proceeds to do it. It does not depend upon itself for anything except its adequacy to fulfill the plans assigned to it. It is secure in certainty that obstacles cannot impede its progress to accomplishment of any goal that serves the greater plan established for the good of everyone.
A healed mind is relieved of the belief that it must plan. Although it cannot know the outcome which is best, the means by which it is achieved, nor how to recognize the problem that the plan is made to solve. It must misuse the body and its plans until it recognizes this is so. But when it has accepted this as true, then it is healed and lets the body go.
Enslavement of the body to the plans the unhealed mind sets up saves enslavement of the body to the plans the unhealed mind sets up to save itself must make the body sick. It is not free to be the means of helping in a plan which far exceeds its own protection and which needs its service for a little while. In this capacity is health assured, for everything the mind employs for this will function flawlessly and with the strength that has been given it and cannot fail.
It is perhaps not easy to perceive that self-initiated plans are but defenses, with the purpose all of them were made to realize. They are the means by which a frightened mind would undertake its own protection at the cost of truth. This is not difficult to realize in some forms which those self-deceptions take, where the denial of reality is very obvious. Yet planning is not often recognized as a defense.
The mind, I'm going to just put a question mark there. The mind engaged in planning for itself is occupied in setting up control of future happenings. I like that. Um, it does not think that it will be provided for unless it makes its own provisions. Time becomes a future emphasis to be controlled by learning and experience obtained from past events and previous beliefs. It overlooks the present, for it rests on the idea the past has taught enough to let the mind direct its future course.
The mind that plans is thus refusing to allow for change. What it has learned before becomes the basis for its future goals. Its past experience directs its choice of what will happen, and it does not see that here and now is everything it needs to guarantee a future quite unlike the past. Without a continuity of any old ideas and sick beliefs, anticipation plays no part at all, for present confidence directs the way.
Defenses are the plans you undertake to make against the truth. Their aim is to select what you approve and disregard what you consider incompatible with your beliefs of reality. Yet what remains is meaningless indeed, for it is your reality that is the threat which your defenses would attack, obscure, and take apart and crucify.
What could you not accept if you but knew that everything that happens, all events, past, present, and to come, are gently planned by one whose only purpose is your good? Perhaps you have misunderstood his plan, for he would never offer pain to you. But your defenses did not let you see his loving blessing shine in every step you ever took. While you made plans for death, he led you gently to eternal life.
Your present trust in him is the defense that promises a future undisturbed, without a trace of sorrow, and with joy that constantly increases, as this life becomes a holy instant, set in time, but heeding only immortality. Let no defenses but your present trust direct the future, and this life becomes a meaningful encounter with the truth that only your defenses would conceal.
Without, without defenses, you become a light which heaven gratefully acknowledged to be its own, and it will lead you on in ways appointed for your happiness according to the ancient plan begun when time was born. Your followers will join their light with yours, and it will be increased until the world is lighted up with joy. And gladly will our brothers lay aside their cumbersome defenses which availed them nothing and could only terrify.
We will anticipate that time today with present confidence, for this is part of what was planned for us. We will be sure that everything we need is given us for our accomplishment of this today. We make no plans for how it will be done, but realize that our defenselessness is all that is required for the truth to be drawn upon our minds with certainty.
For 15 minutes twice today, we rest from senseless planning and from every thought that blocks the truth from entertaining our minds. Today we will receive instead of plan, that we may give instead of organize, and we are given truly as we say. If I defend myself, I am attacked. But in defenselessness, I will be strong, and I will learn what my defenses hide.
Nothing but that. If there are plans to if there are plans to make, you will be told of them. They may not be the plans you thought were needed, nor needed the answers to the problems which you thought confronted you, but they are answers to another kind of question, which remains unanswered, yet in need of answering until the answer comes to you at last.
All your defenses have been aimed at not receiving what you will receive today. And in the light and joy of simple trust, you will but wonder why you ever thought that you must be defended from release. Heaven asks nothing. It is hell that makes extravagant demands for sacrifice. You give up nothing in these times today when, undefended, you present yourself to your Creator as you really are.
He has remembered you. Today we will remember him. For this is Easter time in your salvation, and you rise again from what was seeming death and hopelessness. Now is the light of hope reborn in you, for now you come without defense to learn the part for you within the plan of God. What little plans or magical beliefs can still have value when you have received your function from the voice of God Himself?
Try not to shape this day as you believe would benefit you most, for you cannot conceive all of the happiness that comes to you without your planning. Learn today, and all the world will take this giant stride and celebrate your Easter time with you. Throughout the day, as foolish little things appear to raise defensiveness in you and tempt you to engage in weaving plans, remind yourself this is a special day for learning and acknowledge it with this. This is my Easter time, and I would keep it holy. I will not defend myself because the Son of God needs no defense against the truth of his reality. Wow, hey? It was a good reading
Yeah,
day.
that was a very cool lesson. And
Mm-hmm.
I really think I do understand it. How do you feel about that?
I actually read it yesterday,
Yeah,
and then I read it again to Tony. We chatted about
yeah,
it for a little bit
yeah,
because, as people who believe themselves to be quote unquote awake, this just completely flies in the face of that.
yeah,
And prepping would be the first thing that comes to mind.
yeah,
That, right? What are we doing? We're preparing for the worst.
yeah.
Um, and
I
what I
thought
did
that too.
what I did a couple of weeks ago was throw out all the stuff that had expired 3 years ago because it wasn't the reality
Yeah,
that was to be my experience, right? It was a complete waste of energy, time, and financial resources to
yeah,
do that.
yeah,
And so there's a lesson just in that. Like, am I going to replace that? I don't think so.
yeah,
I threw it out because it didn't come to pass. And if you want to,
yeah,
make sure you have enough food on hand for 2 or 3 weeks, that's different than a year, 2 years, right? Which is
yeah,
that whole prepper mentality,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So,
And also our physical health.
mhm,
There's nothing wrong with our body.
mhm, right.
We we think, and you're a good example. Look at your neck.
Mhm,
You're not. You just want to. You want to feel better, but it's not going to kill you. And whatever we do, whatever we eat, whatever's toxin free or not toxin free or whatever is irrelevant
yeah,
to our bodies. to everything
Yeah.
because we will be brought home when it's time to be brought home.
Right.
And it won't have anything. If by chance you have skin cancer, it won't be because you won't die because you have skin cancer. It will be because you are called home.
Right. Yeah.
Because look at people that just die in car accidents. There wasn't a reason for that. You were
Yep.
just called home.
Yep. That was your journey.
Yeah. And so we plan and prep, and I think I've done the same thing, but I'm going to go through my stuff again. I mean, you know, it is a little nuts what I have here, a little bit nuts. And I think I've said this before too, like if we really trust God,
Mm-hmm.
do you not think he would provide for us?
Mm-hmm.
No, I have to do it myself. Like how absurd
Right.
that I'm putting myself like God's not going to look after me. God doesn't exist. It's not, how absurd, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I
And
don't mind saving the harvest because
yeah,
waste doesn't
that's what we're
feel
supposed
right
to do.
either. Yeah. Just to
But
get
to
us
stock
through
up on a
until the
year's
next
worth,
time yeah.
oops, sorry, go ahead.
No, just to stock, just to can until you can eat it fresh again and continue to preserve it. So just having its own lifespan, but is even that necessary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I think there's some value to that.
Mm-hmm.
We're given an opportunity to take care of the vegetables and fruit and whatever we've been given in a season to last us through
Yeah.
the winter, basically.
Yeah.
We
And
don't
number
need
10. So,
number
go ahead.
10.
Yeah, these are the thoughts in need of healing, and the body will respond with health when they have been corrected and replaced with truth. This is the body's
Yeah.
only real defense.
Yeah.
So really, it's still important for us to find the truth, but not from a state of fear,
Yeah.
just from a state of inner knowing.
Yeah. And I liked it quite a lot in here.
Hmm.
But number 11, a healed mind does not plan. It carries out the plans that it receives through listening. We're not listening.
Yeah.
God's not looking out for me, so I need to override God
Hmm.
and do what I think I need to do. I get, when I sit and I am present, I get more guidance
Hmm.
than than anything.
Yeah.
When I actually sit and listen, that
Yeah.
makes more sense than anything I'm like I was just saying at the bottom left of my computer, all the news comes up and all the
Hmm.
BS. It's just so fear-based and frustrating.
Right.
A healed mind does not plan.
Hmm.
It carries out the plans it receives through listening to wisdom that is not its own. It waits until it has been taught what should be done and then proceeds to do it. It does not depend upon itself for anything except its adequacy to fulfill the plans assigned to it. It is secure in certainty that obstacles. Anyways, you get the drift of that. It's like,
Hmm.
and then 15, the mind engaged in planning for itself is occupied in setting up control of future happenings.
Because if you
The
think about how weak our bodies really are,
Yeah,
right? You can fall down the
yeah,
stairs and your neck is broken and you're done.
yeah,
We're such a fragile thing. It doesn't make any sense that a creator would create us so fragile if he didn't always have our back,
yeah.
right?
And or want us home.
Yeah. Yeah.
The mind that plans is thus refusing to allow for change.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're making plans for it to be a certain way.
Yeah,
That's the lie of it all.
yeah,
Just live in the now.
yeah,
And all,
yeah,
I see it more now in certain, statements that people make over and over and over again. And I'm starting to feel like everybody that says the same thing over and over, they're part of this hive mind that is keeping us in this either fear or planning phase. Um, I just was thinking about one in particular, but it's gone now. Um, But yeah, there's certain phrases that are kind of famous, and if you actually look at them, they're part of the collective
Yeah.
for a reason,
Yeah.
and that's to keep us exactly where we are at the moment,
Yeah.
and not in the
It's
moment.
it's like when I broke my leg. Like anyone,
Mhm,
so I'm in really good shape compared to a lot. Well, I'm not even going to compare. I'm in pretty good shape
mhm,
for my quote unquote age. So
yeah,
when I broke my leg, oh, getting old, I would just say stop.
yeah,
Age has nothing to do with this.
yeah,
It was an accident, and
mhm,
supposed everything. Number 18, what could you not accept? But if you knew that everything that happens, all events, past, present, and to come, are gently planned by the one whose only purpose is your good.
mhm,
That was on purpose. I'm
yeah,
not listening. Um, it could have been worse, could have been nicer, whatever, but I wasn't
mhm.
listening. But your
So that
defenses did not let you see his loving blessings shine in every step you took. While you made plans for death, he led you gently to yeah,
mhm. Oh, I know which that quote was. If we don't learn from our past, we are doomed to repeat it.
right.
Right? We hear
Bullshit.
that over and over and over again right now, especially
Yeah.
because of world wars. But we're going, that that is the way it's going to go if we keep planning for it.
And we keep repeating that we're getting old, that
Right.
all those expressions have some value. If we repeat anything,
Mhm.
if we need to have more original thought. So what if I'm 63 and I broke my leg? I eat well, I'm in good shape, I work out,
Mhm.
I use weights.
Yep.
It was an accident. It
Yeah.
has nothing to do with my age.
Yeah.
But also, everything, what is it? Are gently planned by the one whose only purpose is your good.
Yeah.
Nothing is by accident.
Mhm.
We are meant to feel our feelings. We are meant to have these experiences.
Mhm.
Do they need? Michael Murdad says we can do it the easy way or the hard way, and we always choose the hard way.
Mhm.
What if we just surrendered? Like you said, throw out all that fucking food that's expired
Yeah.
because we're afraid we won't have
Mhm.
enough.
Yeah.
If we keep whatever our thought pattern is, I'm the same. I'm actually, I did that a little while ago. I thought if I trust God, I don't need
Mm.
all this stuff. Now
Mhm.
I like it. I like taking my chicken bones and making chicken stock and then
Yeah.
being able to use that when I make rice for the boys
Mhm.
3 days later.
Yeah. That's just being productive though.
Yeah. I
Right.
like that. It's not like,
Yeah.
oh, I better stock up because I actually is a little insane downstairs, but
Yeah.
in my
We
pantry,
all had to go through that to get to the truth.
exactly. But I also use it.
Mhm. That's good.
I also use
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So I know there's some, I made some tomato sauce and tomato paste. Not tomato paste, but tomato sauce and diced tomatoes.
Mhm.
I don't think I'll ever use that because it doesn't look right.
Mm. Yeah.
It's got to go,
Yeah.
right? When you do
Yeah.
that homemade style,
Mhm.
it
Mhm.
doesn't look the same as a can. I know that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It
Well,
doesn't,
yeah, just left things in it to make it look bright and fresh and
yeah.
mhm.
Well, maybe I'll use it and see how it tastes, whatever, right?
Yep.
Maybe I'll make spaghetti today and see how it tastes.
Yeah.
But I just have, and of course I have to move within a few months. So moving all this stuff is going to be insane.
Mhm.
So you're right. It's time. I just had a garbage day, which I missed, and I don't have much garbage anyways. But
Right.
yeah, it's just time to get rid of it. Just
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If it gives you joy, keep it. If it reminds you of something you need to plan for that's not joyful,
yeah,
then let it go if you can.
yeah. And I'm just going to start using more of what I have in my pantry, and so
Mhm.
it can just start going.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
use it up.
use it up.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
otherwise it's wasteful and that just seems not right either.
Well, it's canned, so it should last
Yeah.
several years. So I'm not
Yeah.
worried about that. But it's already been 4 years for some of it.
Right. Yeah.
Now you go on Google and oh my God, throw that out because
Mhm.
it's whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, and I just looked down to number 20. Without defenses, you become a light which heaven gratefully acknowledges to be your own, and it will lead you on in ways appointed for your happiness according to the ancient plan begun when time was born. And then your followers will join their light with yours, and it will be increased until the world is lighted up with joy.
Mm-hmm.
We're just so mucking about in all the shit and the
Yeah.
toxins and the honestly,
Yeah.
we've
But
just
like I
we've
said
given
to
our
you the other,
power away to
yep.
all these things.
I told you the other day that I had a bunch of people that were telling me that they're getting off of social media, right? And I had
Yeah,
a coffee with a girlfriend yesterday who said the exact same thing. So now that's the sixth or seventh person, right? That is a start
yeah,
to uh, just living your
yeah,
life, living in the
yeah.
now, right?
Well, especially throwing your TV out. I haven't watched TV,
Hmm.
anything on TV, the news, a program, nothing
Yeah,
for 5 years now.
yeah.
How could I have possibly survived without that program? I mean, right? It's nonsense
Well,
and
you have
time
your phone,
wasting.
right? You're still fully connected to what's going on, whether you're watching it on the television or watching it on a small screen of your phone.
Yeah,
You're still dialed in.
yeah.
Oh.
Well, and that's why I watch shows like Beyond the News.
Hmm.
Here's a headline. Let's dissect it. Let's get some other information. And it's always, always either not real, happened
Hmm.
already in the past,
Hmm.
or it's not as severe because they whoever they are have ways of making it way more dramatic. And of course, people are paid to make it dramatic and whatever. It's
Sure.
like it's never,
Hmm.
ever what it appears. Never.
Yep, that's true. Hmm.
Because that's what we've been told to fear here, and not we must follow what's on the news, we must follow what we've been told, we must follow the rules and whatever.
Hmm.
Now I I have a bit of a lead foot when I drive. Okay, I'm breaking the rules. I
Hmm.
understand I need to stay in my lane most of the time. That
Hmm.
makes more sense.
Right.
But I was following a lady that was terrified, obviously, in her car,
Hmm.
a little bit of a windy section and just crawling like 35 kilometers an hour. The speed limit
Hmm.
was 50.
Hmm.
And I thought, how are you so damn terrified?
Right. Yeah.
Are you expecting a police car in the next driveway that you're terrified? Are you so terrified that you actually might drive off the road?
Mm.
What is making, like, I don't understand.
Yeah. She doesn't have any confidence in her ability.
But we've been programmed to be so afraid of everything.
Yes.
The
Yep.
rules are there for our benefit. Are
Yeah.
they?
Yeah. They're there for our control.
They're there for our control.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's just this. So we have nothing to defend.
No,
The
exactly.
chapter says, "I if I defend myself, I'm attacked. If I have to take all the toxin-free or toxic stuff out of my house, I've
Hmm.
I've given my power away.
Hmm.
It's irrelevant. All of that stuff is so irrelevant.
Yeah.
Even taking vitamins, even I've even watched shows where, and again, take everything how you want to take it, but we're not meant to eat 3 times a day. Our
Right.
body can't heal if it
Yep.
doesn't
I
have any
agree.
downtime.
Yeah.
So there's nothing, in fact, we need to do less.
Hmm. Yeah. Just live in the present.
Live in the present and don't listen to anything,
Yeah.
but listen to us, right? Dissect
Yep.
this chapter, listen to
Yep.
us. But it's just funny that we're just so, and I think that's why this awakening or this change that happened, like the COVID stuff, all it did was wake us up,
Right.
most of us.
Yeah.
And whoever's supposed to wake up and who knows, even like, who are the non-player characters? Like, I think it's way more than like, I think it's just crazy,
Yeah.
crazy. So,
Yeah. It's a little wild. just to
It's
kind
a
of watch the
wild,
show.
fun ride.
Hmm.
And yeah, so I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh well, that's, I
What did
think we've,
Tony think? What was Tony's?
he, yeah, I haven't read too much to him, but
No,
we
just
did
of this
talk about
chapter when
the,
you guys read it
right.
together.
Yeah, well, I just read it to him while he sat there and listened to me. But yeah, he gets some of it, but others he's like he's still not totally there yet. He just needs to digest it a little bit. But
Yeah,
yeah, we'll probably talk about it again today.
yeah, yeah. This is a good lesson. It's a
Hmm.
good lesson, an interesting lesson.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, I
All
think
right.
that is a wrap. I'll just end the recording here.